Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about water slides. I'm going to show you how I apply them and go over some tips and tricks along the way. Let's go! For this tutorial, we're going to be using two 20-ounce skinny straights from Craft Haven. I'm using two separate cups because I want to show you how to apply clear water slide to a white background and to a non-white background. So we're going to try a few different techniques using both cups. For this first cup, I painted the top a coral orange and the bottom a purple, and we're going to apply our glitter using the epoxy method as always. So I'm taking less than 1 milliliter of epoxy and spreading it all over my cup, and then I'm going to use a handful of glitters. They will all be listed in the description below to just do a simple ombre on this cup. Starting with my chunkiest glitter, which is Tiny Dancer from Peachy Olive Glitters, I'm going to kind of map out where I want my ombre to go. So I did not too thick of a layer, but not too light either, on the top going down into the bottom, and then I'm going to do the same thing going from the bottom up using my chunky purple. Then I'm going to just go basically from chunkiest to finest and go back and forth just blending my ombre. Don't be afraid to go back and forth and take a long time on your ombre. Using the epoxy method gives you that time. You don't have to worry about anything drying super fast or anything like that. So really make sure that your colors are blended. Go over them 12 different times if you need to, and don't be afraid to use a lot of colors. Adding more glitter in different size cuts is going to give you that dimension and beauty that you want in an ombre. For our second cup, I painted the top white, and then the bottom I did that same coral orange that we used on our other cup, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to apply our glitter using the epoxy method and ombre it out, baby! Once everything was glittered, I let it sit for about 4 to 6 hours before I added my first 2 coats of epoxy. For the white cup though, before I added my epoxy, I did seal my glitter with Quick Coat because 1, I don't want my white to yellow, and 2, I don't want any of that peach glitter to travel upward into my white glitter. I want to keep the white as possible. The purple and orange I didn't seal, I just went straight into epoxy because I didn't really care if the colors moved too much, but for that white, I definitely wanted to seal it. I did 2 coats of epoxy on each cup, about 30 milliliters each, and let those cure a full 24 hours before the next step. While the cups are curing, we can prep our water slide. This is the brand I use. It will be linked in the description. And the way I set my water slides up for the one that is going to go on the purple and orange cup, I like to do the clear water slide, but then also cut it out using white vinyl, just like a solid outline of it. So I'm going to show you first what your water slide will look like if you just apply it straight with no background, just the clear water slide on your white background. So I'm going to cut it out. This has been sealed using 2 times Rustoleum clear gloss spray paint 3 times. So I do 3 thin coats and I wait about 20 minutes each coat. Sealing your water slides is one of the most important, if not the most important step to applying water slides, because if you don't seal them properly, you could have cracking, they won't come off the backing right, or they'll fade and the ink will run. So make sure that you are sealing your water slides properly. For the brand I'm using, I usually am just fine with 3 coats of that clear spray paint from Rustoleum, but if you're using a different brand, you might want to try 2 coats of the clear spray paint and then 1 coat of Plasti Dip, which helps with the elasticity of your water slide and prevents it from cracking or breaking as you apply it. Anyway, let's apply this water slide, huh? So then I'm going to soak it in my room temperature water for what feels like an eternity. It's really about 2 minutes. And then once it's sliding off the backing easily, you know it's ready. You want to slide the water slide off the backing as you're applying it to the cup. So I wouldn't try to take the backing off and then apply just the water slide by itself. That'll just make your water slide a little bit more vulnerable and hard to work with. So once you've got it on your cup and you've slid your backing off, you want to just smooth it out using a wet paper towel to get any water bubbles or air bubbles out, and then just let it dry. As you can see, the image isn't super crazy vibrant. It doesn't really pop on my cup. So now I'm going to show you a little trick to get your clear water slides to pop on any color background. I previewed this trick a little bit earlier in the video with our vinyl, but that's what we're going to do is add our white vinyl decal to our cup and then apply our water slide over it, which is going to make the decal pop. So I'm going to apply the white vinyl onto my cup first. This is regular Oracal 651 permanent vinyl. And once that's applied, I'm going to get it wet with my paper towel, just using the same water that my water slide's sitting in. And then we're going to wait another eternity for it to be ready. And we're going to apply the same way that we would if there was no vinyl, except now we have a little bit of a guide to help us get it just in the right place. One very important thing to mention when you're doing water slides, you want your cup to be completely smooth and shiny. So if your cup isn't smooth after 2 coats, you can either sand away or you can add another coat until it's totally smooth. But you cannot add a water slide onto a cup that is dull after sanding. So you would have to either spray it with a clear coat of spray paint or do another coat of epoxy. The reason for that is if you have a dull sanded cup and then you put your water slide on and then you do another coat of epoxy, you're going to see the edges of your water slide and you're going to see that dullness come through where your water slide is. So if you have a smooth, shiny base and then you put your water slide on, your edges are going to blend better and it's going to be shiny and you won't have any cloudy or dull areas of your cup. Okay, so I just want you to look at the difference between the clear water slide on the white background and the clear water slide over white vinyl on this orange background. The one on the right looks so much better. It pops. It looks like pretty much like a printable vinyl decal. So what I'm gonna do is take this clear one off and I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did on that one on the right. And then you'll be able to see the difference using the exact same water slide image. So is your mind blown? Can you believe how much better that looks? So once your water slides are dry, I would give them a full 24 hours to make sure they are completely dry and there's no water left over. You can go in with your final coats of epoxy and you'll be all done. Using water slides can be super intimidating, especially if you're a beginner, but don't be afraid to try them. Practice makes perfect. If you mess up a few, at least you know what not to do for the next time. And hopefully the tips in this video help you feel a little bit more confident for your next water slide project. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like this tutorial. If you want me to do more in-depth kind of beginner basics videos going over certain steps in the tumbler process, let me know and I would be happy to do that. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We come out with new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. Thanks again for watching and we will see you in the next one. Bye!